Alright, we are back. My hunger for food has been satiated. My hunger for Dwarf Fortress has not been. So, let's delete the old region. This was the last attempt. I will just leave it there, I think. That doesn't matter. It was a cool fort, but... Okay, let's create a new world. Small size. Excuse me. I will show my mods. Everything is vanilla. No vanilla content packages have been excluded. I chose only the basic options. Let's go. I will explain it every time. So in Dwarf Fortress runs, world creation is not part of the run. Once we embark, the timer starts. Once we press OK during embark, what you want is a world where there's a nice area of forest where elves and humans are in the vicinity, because we want to get as much visitors as possible and as much petitions as possible to join our fort. On this map we only see a single human settlement on the bottom left, excluded from the fun. The rest is all connected. Top left looks like the human settlement is not connected. So, with two human civilizations not there. It's usually going to restart. Yeah, let's don't take any chances. Small, long, like this. There's so much beautiful forest. Very nice. There's a small elven island to the middle on the left. These are actually two elf civilizations that have been excluded. But nobody cares for elves. Let's do at most 200 years. I really would like to embark in a broadleaf forest, but we don't need to. The center looks very nice, with a lot of human settlements and elves close together. Top right would also be nice. Yeah, I think that's enough. We have a lot of options in the center. Okay, fortress mode. Don't need any tutorial. Somewhere here would be nice. Yeah, I think somewhere here. Elevation. First choose our civilization of origin. We take the largest dwarven settlements. Elevation is weird here. Human hamlet. These are the elves already. Let's embark directly between the humans. Show cliffs somewhere here. Let's see. Very deep soil. Everything's there. Alright. In the run I need to explain, or at least show my Embark settings. I will do a short explanations. We take 5 miners who are also proficient engravers. We will seek out natural gold and platinum veins and engrave them with beautiful images. This way we can generate a lot of value without needing to process the metal ores, which is the main trick of the run to generate value. We take a carpenter and weaponsmith, and a cook and appraiser. Appraiser is the skill that's needed to determine the total value of our fort, which is imprecise enough as it is. And to have a head start on that, we take a proficient dwarf in it. You can only train it by trading, and you can at most trade 3 times a year, which is not that much. Let's take petrified wood. I will save these embark settings. I really like the color of petrified wood. I also switched around some items here. I have a few more stone for the beginning. What we take is a few logs to do early furniture, beds, tables, sort of stuff without needing to immediately fell trees. We take 7 steel bars, which we will convert into steel pickaxes, with hopefully a good roll on the quality, because high quality, high value metals will improve mining speed. For our 5 miners we take 2 anvils for convenience, a copper battle axe, so we can immediately fell trees, a 2 miniscule because processing 1 boulder of bituminous coal at a smelter will yield 7 coal coke in total. To start this process, we take 1 coke. We take a magma safe stone to build our smelters and forges out of, which in this case is petrified wood. We take 2 threads for immediate emergency surgery, should a dwarf be hurt, 2 cloths for wound dressing, and you can see we take no alcohol or food. We will rely on scavenging what's on the map. We take no animals. Oh, that is all set up. Let me quickly save the profile. And let's get started. Okay. We have a cold area. This is not optimal. But I see some doable plants. It's heavily forested. Let's just see. Alright. As soon as I click OK, the run starts. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Op. What? Bofp. No. Bof. I don't remember. I tried to memorize them, but I can't. We need a carpenter, a smelter, a metalsmith, and a woodcutter. A stone cutter. Need a table. Need to make rock blocks. Don't want a rock table. Rock blocks. Here I want a table and a chair and barrels. And here I want to smelt 2 units of bituminous coal. And as soon as the coal is ready, we will assign our proficient weaponsmith and task him to do 7 steel picks. Where will our entrance be? The main question is where we place our outside area. This is not very nice layout, not very convenient. Let's carve something like this. Our woodcutter is currently busy smelting stuff. After that he can start it's very nice, the snow's melted. There's snow melted. We are smelting. Okay, then we have a clearly defined outside area here. Let's do the entrance area. We want 6 fields. We can deconstruct the smelter and forge. You should still make barrels, please. The stoneworker is still doing his job. It's okay. I know I'm out of food. We have at least 1 masterwork steel pick. That's very cool. Since there's a lot of clay loam here, let's train our miners. can mine earth very fast, and miners will get the same experience for mining loam and silt and sand than for mining stone. Okay. Our dwarfs are getting thirsty, so we need to start. We will temporarily disable the mining behavior of our dwarfs, mining labor. We will scout for brewable plants. Most of the plants are not ready to harvest yet, like cranberries or raspberries or stuff like this. So we focus on this white millet and oats or barley or whatever it is, so we can brew some beer. I think that's almost overkill here. Now we place, oh, I paused, that's not good. Now we place still in kitchen, so we want 5 spaces here, 2 more, and then place the still and kitchen outside. The reason for that is from time to time stuff rots in the kitchen or at the butchery, and the problem with that is that it will generate nauseous gases, which dwarves don't like. You also lose the items, of course, but that's less of a problem because we will have plenty of food and beverage. We want a butcher, and we also want a tanner. And after that we also want to cover this area. Because potentially we will have a lot of rain here. And dwarves don't like to get wet. Okay, we can designate the first stockpile for prepared meals. And let's do the second stockpile for everything except prepare meals, drinks and lye. We can expand these as we need. Did I assign some beds? I did. We can now deconstruct the carpenter. He's still not done. We have 2 boulders left. We already made a lot of space, so let's make a little bit more. Let's do a wood stockpile here. Doesn't need to be that big in the beginning. And we will place the carpenter here. Let's add enough space for all these plants. Let's place a little office. We want to assign the broker. We want to assign the bookkeeper, which will be our carpenter, which is also our expedition leader. He will also be the chief medical dwarf and manager. We will also directly give him a little office. And now that we have brewed some stuff, we haven't brewed barley yet. Let's assign the mining tasks again. We also need to set up a small dormitory, and we can now do work orders. We want to brew every fruit, brew every plant. We want to prepare easy meals. We want to have wooden tables. We want to have wooden chairs. We want to have wooden crutch. We want to have wooden splint, just in case. We want to have just 2 splints and crutches, 4 chairs, 4 tables. We want to prepare 10 easy meals when unrotten preferred food is under 100, and we want to brew drinks as soon as we have anything that is brewable at all. We want to make wooden bins. We want to make wooden barrels. We want to make wooden wheelbarrows, which I forgot last time. We make 5 and add more when we have less than 10. Here we want to make 10 each when we have less than 10. Okay, in the kitchen we need to know are you just brewing white millet? No barley? Oats. No, just white millet. Okay. Doesn't want to brew oats. One excellent way to really screw up your game. Oh, I wanted to embark in a 3x3 area this time, because last time we didn't have the candy rain on the map, which is a run killer. So this time I need to scout earlier. I did not remember to embark in a 3x3 area, but it's fine. Let me just have a look. White millet biscuits, that's okay. What we don't want is for dwarves to brew our alcohol, because that's also almost a run killer. At least if you notice too late. We have at least a table and a chair, so we can prepare the dining area. We want to make 50 beds in total, so the carpenter can have stuff to do. We now want to specialize the miners so they focus on mining. Food and drink is not at a cozy level, but it's getting there. So we've embarked an area with very deep soil. What that does, we already hit groundwater. Okay, it's gonna be very annoying. We have enough petrified wood to build walls directly. That was the aquifer. One layer. That is very fortunate. Very fortunate. Very nice. Okay, that's... Yeah, this was the easiest aquifer I've had in a long time. Now we just dig down and have a look at what... if we find magnetite in the regions where you have very deep soil, you have a lot of sedimentary layers, which brings lignite and bituminous coal, or stuff like chalk, which can be used to make steel later. And we now need to finish the walls for the aquifer blocking. Okay, they're doing everything but not building. Let's add a work detail with wall and floor construction and force them to build the walls. Because the longer we wait to seal the aquifer, the more groundwater will accumulate on our stairs, and the harder it will be to get rid of it. So it's just a problem that escalates when you don't deal with it. But we have been very fortunate so far. We will now go magnetite scouting. Magnetite is a iron ore. Magnetite, at least in sedimentary layers, Oh, we found the one spot where we can easily breach the aquifer, it seems. And let's see how deep and annoying this is. Was very fortunate. Tetrahedrite. Magnetite forms extremely large clusters of ore in sedimentary layers, and the nice thing is it can contain platinum. This is like the area we had to find to breach the aquifer with one layer. Was extremely fortunate. Okay. In these large magnetite veins contain platinum, as I probably already said. So not only do we have a very high value metal ore, which we can make furniture out of, because it is in large supply, we can also engrave the platinum walls and increase our fortress value significantly. One layer of one wall of platinum is worth about 1,270 units of value. Dwarf bucks, they're also called, for no particular reason. And gold walls that are engraved are worth about 950, at least with the engraving skill that our dwarves have at the moment. There we found a magnetite vein. Did we dig through platinum? Did not yet dig through platinum. Look at this giant vein. Okay. This is a very nice start. We can get settled easily. We just need some migrants pretty soon, so we can really get started. We can delete this special work order again. The probability to find a platinum vein in magnetite is very high. There are the migrants. It seems like we got 4 people. One child. Okay. Could have been better, but it's okay. Then let's start the stoneworking already. We want to use petrified wood blocks because they are beautiful. Also, we want to set up the new smelter stone here. I think that's a good idea. Probably not in this larger area. Depending on if we find the platinum vein and where it is. That's probably not up here. So let's place down 2 smelters and 2 metalsmiths. Large gem clusters here. It's nice. And let's do some rock tables. We do some rock chairs. which are called thrones. We are doing some rock coffers. We're doing some rock doors. Doing some rock shelves. And we're doing some rock pedestals. For stone use, we want to activate hematite and magnetite. And for the work orders, we want 25 tables, 35 chairs, we want 50 coffers, we want 100 doors, we want 4 bookcases, and we want 20 pedestals. The bookcases and pedestals will be made from hematite, and the rest will be made from magnetite. Since we are playing on a setting where there are plenty of metal veins, we don't need to we are able to just use the ore that we find for high value furniture. This is a very nice platinum vein. I will mine into the platinum vein at strategic positions to expose the maximum surface area. Now we allow our mining dwarfs to also be engravers and stone cutters. And first we will smooth the walls. This vein has about 120 blocks, I would say. We need 80 blocks to reach 100,000 value. So this should easily be 150,000 value. Can also smooth these gemstones. Although these are low value gems, they will still provide a nice amount of value. We haven't found limonite yet. We'll just smelt bituminous coal here. We'll just smelt hematite here for now. We want a craft dwarf. Then let's put bituminous coal and lignite here. Stone, economic, bituminous coal, lignite. And let's do an area here where we put stone, metal ore, hematite. We also want rock crafts, and we want rock mugs. They are metal, they are called mugs. If they are rock, they are called... No, metal is goblets, rock is mugs. Let's engrave these smoothed walls, because this will generate our early game value. And then we can also do some more strip mining. We find another platinum vein. We already have end game value within half of the first year, which is ridiculous. That's why this strategy is so good. And before they do that, we want to mine out miniscule, not the kaolinite. Kaolinite is used for pottery. We're not called Harry, so we won't need that. Okay, a lot of hematite on this floor, and below should be more. Wild animals from time to time will steal food. What they also can steal are pickaxes made out of steel, the most valuable metal you can forge without reaching the magma core, which is ridiculous. Why is the oat not used for brewing? Don't we have any more containers? Can oat only be milled? Would be very interesting. We have some cherry trees here, but it's still some time until we get any fruits which we can brew. Cherry wine is very nice, just in general. They use prickleberries for cooking. Usually we want it for prickleberry wine, but fine by me. Okay, they are doing the iron veins. Looks very good. Is this all tetrahedrite? tetrahedrite is a ore of copper and lead. We won't need it at all in this run because we have iron readily accessible. Smelting hematite ore. Now we assign our expedition leader here, and you will do nothing else, and you will forge iron bolts, and you will do this until the morning comes. Everything looks engraved. We have 2 spots of magnetite in here, which are platinum imposters, because they look very similar. We have found the aquifer on this layer, so let's remove the diggers designations, because we won't be able to mine any more on this layer. Let's see if we find magnetite, which is right here. So bituminous coal. This is potentially siderite we don't need. It's used for bronze. It's usually very good to find, but we have access to iron, as I said. This is ridiculous. Another magnetite vein. Is there any platinum here? No. There's one. There's native platinum. Just want to designate some magnetite spots so the miners can do their work. This solves our entire furniture needs until the end game, which is ridiculous. This is a very good start. Let's see if the caverns treat us well. You are doing iron bolts, which is very nice. Also do 2 jewelers here. And then assign a area for stockpile for rough gems, cut gems, and ammo bolts that are of any metal and are at least masterwork quality. This way we can make use of high value bolts that we generate on the fly for defense and trading. To get to encrust them with valuable gems. Because they can easily be like 3,000 to 5,000 value points, and if you assign them to pedestals in large rooms, you can on any rooms, you can quickly generate a lot of value. These are interesting platinum veins. Look a bit meager in comparison to what we got on top. There's another large hematite vein here. There's more magnetite. It's just a hematite vein inside the magnetite. This platinum vein does not need to be contained inside the magnetite vein. You can easily reach far outside. People are already using the wheelbarrows. We did not forget this time, which is very nice. We need a trade depot, which I will build shortly. We want it here. The world is the same as ever. We want some leather, we want some instruments, and that's it for trading. Let's remove the specialization of the miners. Oh, and remove the fishing labor, which the game automatically assigns to any suitable dwarf. Please build the trade depot. 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 Dwarves are not listening. Let's do special designation for building construction. I don't know if it requires architecture. Okay. Let's just hope they will build it quickly. I might temporarily remove their mining designations. Oh, okay, they're finished already. Do I want to do here? I don't remember. Guys. No activity. Okay. Also, there's a lot of fruit falling down. Very nice. Now move the iron bolts to the trade depot, please. We need the broker at the depot. We have very few drinks, which is a bit worrying. Let's designate some herbalists. The broker can do that. You are a specialized herbalist. The bone carver, legendary bone carver, can be a herbalist, and only you do that. And then we designate a collection area without step ladders. We can collect some plants. Okay, that's enough. No interesting metal. We want that. We want the water skins. We want instruments. We want some fancy boxes. Turkey, buck rabbit. Only want large animals to slaughter. Open barrel, dwarf ale barrel, buckets. We want a steel sword, steel mace, steel crossbow. What's happening here? And some clothes. That's nice. Iron low boot. I don't know. Can make that ourselves. Iron cap. Boots. Iron gauntlets. I don't care. Let's take them. We want boxes. We want can take sandbags, I don't care. Plum panel spawns. Let's take all of that. Figurine. Do you have a book for me? I'll take all your food. Thank you very much. Pigtail trousers. Yeah. We want the backpacks and quivers and the cheese. We want splints, crutches. They have scroll. They have books. They have parchment, which we will take. And for that you get. Okay. What if I cut cheese? What if I cut the fruits? Is there anything that's incredibly expensive? We will need to make more iron golds. They are doing all the magnetite furniture, which is nice. We'll build another bridge here to cover the entrance area. Let's see if we can buy the rest. We got the books, which are very important to us. We have 5,000, which should be enough to get most of this stuff, not all. Navigating the trade menu was a lot of time wasted. Was there anything I wanted to? No, that's okay. So we exported like 150,000, but got really good stuff, which is nice. Siltstone. we also want rock blocks, and let's use siltstone. So much record. Yeah, siltstone is the. As long as we have more than a single siltstone. Okay, and now, with highest priority, let's engrave all this stuff and force them to do it. Also in the kitchen, we want to deactivate cooking the alcohol. We want to allow processing of all seeds. And now we make 3 new work orders, which will be 3 times lavish meals. And we want 1 lavish meal each for as long as we have at least 1 fish, at least 1 meat, and at least 1 cheese. Cheese, meat and fish tend to rot very fast, so we want to convert them into prepared meals. This way they last a long time. Okay, you can continue making iron balls. I did not force my cook to cook, which will mean, okay, we were lucky. We have a talented cook. It's very easy to distribute the cooking experience between your dwarves. In this way, you won't get the large happiness bonus from having finely crafted and legendary meals. Okay, the merchants are leaving soon. We are now engraving the last pieces of stone to maximize our value. There's one thing we want to do, which I've almost forgot, which we even want to pause for. We want to create temples and hope that we have enough established religions. Another temple, another religion. The second one from below. New temple. Third one from below. New temple. Fourth one. Then we will do a temple with no specific deity. We will create another meeting area. No, we want a dining hall. which is now assigned to nobody. That will be a new tavern, open to everybody. We want a library, which will be here. A library, open to everybody. Then we do 2 guild halls, and we do 1 engraver's guild and a miner's guild, open to everybody. And another meeting hall. New guild hall, engraver's guild. Did I miss anything? Hospital, temple, guild hall, it's okay. And we need a general meeting area, but this really doesn't matter at the moment. And what that does is, we now have a lot of, just before they embarked, was the right choice to pause. Now all the public areas will be registered. And this leads to visitors finding us. Let's build the bookcases like this. Oh, this looks super nice. Very lucky with this stone layout. Let's do a few of these drones. Are the merchants still on the map? They are not on the map, so let's save and quit. This will also be our first split. In Dwarf Fortress there's currently a bug where the world needs to be recognized as an active economic node, and the caravan will report on default being that. The problem is that this is not registered if the caravan leaves, but you need to save and reload the game to really activate it. And if the port is recognized as an active economic area, we will get a lot of visitors. And this is also why we set a lot of temples and a tavern and blah 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 blah, because now we get a lot of visitors that will potentially petition to stay in our fort. And if they stay in our fort, they will increase our population. And since we need to reach 140 population to reach the Metropolis percent speedrun goal, every visiting person helps, potentially becoming a resident. let's do a bit more stoneworkers shops. The Dwarf's shop is still not built. This is because our miners are still specialized, which I need to deactivate. Engraved everything here. As you can see, our value says 51,000 total, and this is with a talented appraiser. The wall engraving is encapsulated in the other objects, which is marked at 17,000 question mark, which is way off. We are potentially now at 150,000 total generated value, which is halfway through our endgame goal, and we haven't even closed the books on the first year. As you can see, this method is very effective. Okay. So we will build the... Oh. The animals will potentially be starving if they are left inside the general area, so we should be nice to them and give them some pastures. So we want central meeting area. I want the two mining halls to be, the two guild halls to be very close here. We're now setting up our central area where people will hang out in, using the meeting hall. Like this. It's one of the mining guilds. Then we will cut this area short for our central dining hall. Add another meeting area. And add a to the mountainous steel. We could use some migrants, or someone could petition to stay, please, because we need all hands on deck. Drink and food is solved so far. Let's have a look in the kitchen. Activate cooking all the seeds and deactivate cooking of the alcohol, which looks nice. Our dormitory is very meager. Let's expand it until we have enough living quarters. Our dining hall is also meager, but we have a new one. So let's deconstruct these tables. You have a nice dining hall, which is already considered legendary. We can actually be very cheeky and build the living area directly underneath our central fountain, or what will become our central fountain. We will build a dwarven power generator here. With a certain very simple layout. This way we can generate unlimited power, especially for our dwarven mist generator. Let's force the miners to mine again. This is siltstone, rock salt. Okay, let's just dig here. So how do I want the layout to be? Do something like this. Another visitor. Rotationally symmetric layouts always have the potential to look like a swastika. I don't have it planned out in my head. I think that won't be the case here. At least I hope so. Yeah, it passes. Very nice. These are 6, 12, 48. Then we do another. Oh, that's not correct. Still not correct. Now we do go in the opposite direction, just for fun. Okay, 48, so we got roughly almost 100 beds here. With a very minimal walking distance and a cool layout. Let's place some beds. And then once we have like 40 dwarfs or so, 30, do a engraving round for this area. With so little dwarfs it would take a long time, so we're not doing it yet. And now we place the magnetite covers like this. This don't have enough yet, but that's enough to multi-assign the bedrooms already. So we have 24 bedrooms now, which is more than we have dwarves, which is very nice. Okay, there's an aquifer here, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, the main problem is that the aquifer will also drip from the ceiling. So we mine the top layer for everything that could drip on the layer below. We would like to fill this area with water anyway, so having the aquifer here is no problem at the moment. It's actually nice. And to remove this aquifer, we just smooth all the walls like this. Don't need to do this because we can just do a constructed wall here. We already have some siltstone accumulated, which is very nice. We need to carve out this area. We also need corkscrews, wooden pipe sections, and we need some mechanisms. Let's just do mechanic here and make rock mechanisms out of siltstone. This will guarantee that dwarves don't run like 100 blocks to get stone, but are confined to a relatively small area. And if you're asking how we are dealing with the top layer, we won't. We will just seal this area, let it fill with water, because it won't drip below anymore, since we mined the same footprint, and from the area below there's no water leaking anymore, because the aquifer is actually sealed. And if the dwarves then build the walls sometime this millennia, we can actually use it. Okay, a lot of visitors, which is very nice. The animal has stolen koala liver roast. We have so much food at the moment that we are happily giving the wildlife some food. We really need some migrants now. It's been a long time. Let's add a chest in our library. Add some more magnetite covers as we can. We can actually assign some more bedrooms here, since we already got the doors. Let's just place these. Let's do a work order for cutting gems and a work order for encrusting ammo with cut gems. And let's not restrict them, but say they just repeat daily. And then we do a little trick. We have a shared stockpile here, which will give to both jewelers shops, which will take rough gems, encrusted gems, and masterwork iron bolts, because they have the highest value of the items we currently produce. Guys, I really need you to construct this stuff now. Let's add a new work detail. Set it to wall and floor construction and designate it to the miners, so stuff gets actually done. Because as soon as the water reaches 2 out of 7, we won't be able to construct the walls anymore. Okay, this is very nice. The bottom area is sealed. The top area can fill. We don't care. Okay, if they don't have anything to do, we can actually smooth and then engrave these areas. We still have no migrants here. Are our screw pump parts ready for building? Not yet, because there is no wood as expected. Persimmon, pear, cedar. They are very easy to recognize, so I will start with felling the cedar trees because they have no usable fruit. Although they are very beautiful. Oh, such a dense wood here. This is just not getting constructed. We're really hurting for some migrants. I'm also really hurting for some wood. So I will specialize the woodcutters and pause the iron bolt construction for a moment. We also want to have a area marker for the central meeting area, the entrance, the top, this, and then the bottom. We have to deal with some aquifer water here first, so let's quickly do that. Still no migrants. This is limonite, not gold. It is an iron ore. Are you the slowest miner I have? You could also take a steel pickaxe and be a lot faster. Another visitor. Let's remove the special designation again. Why are you guys not mining? What's happening? Are you all sleep? Ah, okay. Of course, the smoothing designation. Early spring year 2. Dwarfs would be very happy to have engraved rooms. should help with early happiness a lot. We have a lot of cedar wood. But do we have the machine components yet? Yes, we do. This is down, this is left. Still need to wait. But with that we can start constructing these tiles. Just use any wood. And we want gear assembly here. No access to mechanisms. We still have no migrants and no petitions. The workshops are just not getting built. We had so much luck with the map layout. But now it takes ages for migrants to arrive. Which is a bit unfortunate. I will exit and enter again in case this has influence on the next wave of migrants arriving. Oh. Wow, wow, wow! They got clogged up. Wow! 27 dwarfs. Oh boy, that was necessary. The blood in my veins. Migrants. Welcome to the fort. Let's get to work. I guess we're short on beds now. Let's make 50 more beds and 50 more rock coffers. Let's make 50 more doors. No, 25 is enough. And I want them to be magnetite, magnetite, and I want coffins and slabs, just in case someone dies. We want them from hematite. Also need to mine some more. We also want rock mugs and rock crafts, so everyone is happy to own something. And let's do 25 of each. Also hematite, because it's high value. And with that much, we really don't need to hunt. We could use more plant gatherers. Probability is high that the machines will be ready soon. Let's always use the closest materials, always save ourselves the fiddly parts of selecting individual materials we don't care about. Mechanics workshop should be built soon too. And there was something still blocking here. It was okay, they have mined it successfully. With that, the water can drain. Do you have any more hematite on this layer? Not accessible. Let's do some scouting, digging here. And also extend it up here. We will build our housing layout vertically this time, because it's fun. In this way we minimize the distance our dwarves need to walk. Also when they emerge from their beds, they directly stand beneath the waterfall, which we will build in a minute. So the water successfully drained. There's no water coming from up top, which means that we are ready to use fighting. Just some wildlife. We want some food here. Let's take it from the food stockpile, which we need to expand in a second. Then we do a very large stockpile that overrides the other one, which is exactly what I wanted. And let's take from here, and we just want drinks. And now we need to erase the bottom corner. There's too much. Add a new stockpile and add prepared meals. Take from this stockpile on top, cut into this stockpile and expand this. Yeah, I wanted to delete it. Yes, that was my desire. And it takes from the kitchen. There's still no mechanisms. Okay, dwarves can now drink to the heart's desire in the central area, which is very nice. Everything has been suspended. Let's remove these so we can dump the boulders. And then rebuild the fortifications out of iron bars. We have finally achieved 2 mechanisms. And with the 2 water wheels active, we should then be able to easily start the machine. We don't have a well yet. Which should be a bit tricky. Okay, we can't build our well here because I put the living quarters directly below. It's a bit unfortunate. Should be able to just build 4 wells like that. Now we need a bucket. I forgot the buckets. Wooden buckets. Let's do 15. It's unfortunate that I dug this too deep. Dug it too deep again. It shouldn't be a problem. Oh. Man. Getting a little bit tired. That's no problem. How do I get up here? Let's just dig up here. And then we can build stairs from siltstone blocks if the dwarfs are not cancelling the designations because of damp stone. Come on. Yes, stay here please. A rock salt what? Hmm. Hmm. We have a with earrings, a crown. Are these all family heirlooms? Oh. Instruments. Is this classified under tools? No. Toys. Quivers. Musical instruments. Okay, that's the artifact. Let's start the pump. Stuff is already starting to fill, which is nice. Let's use the closest material here. Let's also dump all the stone here. And let's do more digging pattern. Nothing special, just a pattern that creates a lot of area for water to be generated by the aquifer. And I think it looks nice, and it's also easy to set up, despite the damp digging designations, which are a bit annoying. I also have a human caravan, which I will deal with in a second. Also need to engrave this so it doesn't drip. We will get some water from the top, but we will close it anyway. So this way we should quickly generate enough water here. And let's also designate this as no-no zones. We quickly need to build silt here. And close this off. It's a nice place we've carved out here. Early summer. Why can I request stuff from you? I want leather and instruments. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. Move iron bolts. The depot. Let's also do a small area here where we put ammo, type bolts, any metal, core quality, everything except masterwork and artifact. So this way they don't always need to run over half the map. The roof is finished. Is this sealed? No, it is not sealed. This is very urgent. Wall floor construction. Let's designate 100 people. Everybody does this still, but they will do it faster. And immediately it's done. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to have this diagonal. In this way the water won't flood everything else. We generate water pretty fast. There's actually no aquifer here. That's interesting. Okay. Misjudged it. Okay, let's trade. What do we want? We don't need your gems. We don't need this. We will happily take your ropes. We will take your flasks. We will take this dog bone instrument. We will take alpacas. And no bush tit. Thank you very much. Was there a venom barrel or something? Beer. Millet beer. They know what we like, which is nice. These humans are decent, I guess. Don't want this. Is this steel? Humans don't have steel. I always buy large stuff from them, which doesn't fit my dwarves, which is stupid. I will just take all of your bags. I will take all of your bins. I will take all of your anvils, all of your food. And I really hope you have some books. Nope, but parchment. Thank you very much. Food and stuff looks good. Let's mine some hematite here so production can continue. Did we designate them as bedrooms? No, we didn't. 12, this is 48, so we have enough living space for our current amount of dwarfs. Please do not leave your iron puzzle box. Oh, it's this layer, it's no problem. Let's build another well. Well. The generator is working. Let's fill the pond with water. And let's fill the other pond with the last amount of water too. This way our central meeting area now has very nice flare. Coty skeleton, whatever. Okay, let's go to this area and now dig down to the lowest area. Let's see if we arrive there. We do the scouting pretty late again. Has someone claimed a workshop somewhere? Do we have another artifact? Did I miss something? And I can't build this sarcophagus. Who has a coffin as a family heirloom? Okay, we want a bathing area down here, and we want a little stockpile here, and for that we let's actually make it nice. This is some nice flooring, and now bars, other materials, soap. This is not for now, but for later. Won't be long until we create some soap. In fact, let's prepare it now. We need ash from wood, we need lye from ash, we need soap from tallow, and we need quicklime, which can be made from chalk, which we had plenty of. We want to make some parchment, and we want to make quires. From quires we want to make tombs. We also want to make a rock quern. No, a codex. What are they closed with? Codices need. Parchment. Oh man. Cover. What's it called? Oh, damn it. I don't know. Maybe I remember. I will remember. So we want to make 10 ash when we have less than 10 ash. One is enough. One is enough. One is enough. One is. Let's make 2. One is enough. We want 2 rock querns made from hematite, which is nice. And we want to make quires as long as we have parchment. We want to have parchment as long as we have less than 10 sheet. We want to make quicklime until we have 10 quicklime. And soap just repeats. And lye we make until we have enough lye. Soap from tallow? Oh, just restarts. Let's see. The thing books are closed with is a tool type. A fat cavern, which is nice. They are just called book bindings. And we want, what type of material do we want? We want rock book bindings. And we actually want magnetite bindings. And if we have less than 10, we will make 1. Actually, 5 is enough. Okay, I don't know where these are made. I have totally forgot. We need a tanner. We also someday need a leather worker. And let's do them all out of siltstone. We need 3 leather workers. We need 2 clothiers. More's overkill. And we want an ashery. I don't care. And we want a salt maker. And we want a 2 wood burners. Let's do 3. Screw press we don't need. Farming, is there anything missing? Looks good. Don't need a loom, which is nice. Petitions, yes, allowed to stay. And we want to make our coal if refined coal is less than 50. Okay. So a tanner makes parchment. I don't know where the books are made. I think it's a crafts dwarf shop. So let's use the let's build crafts dwarf shops. That's everything we need right now. There's a cavern here. Can't be the first cavern, it's the second one we hit. This is cavern 2. Is it? Yes, I see a goblin cap. Is there another? Oh, this is semi-molten rock already. So let's mine out this area. Another Lost Souls petitioning? No. Farmer's Guild. Yes, you're doing hard work, but it's too much. Let's just stop. Thank you very much. This is also accumulating. There's a grundle. Does this cavern have anything we can engrave? There's barely any gold. There's some. So let's then dash for it after we found the magma sea, and then quickly engrave that and then close this cavern for good. Does not look very appealing. No rock walls as I am seeing them. It's very small, but very cozy. Oh, there's something up here. Gremlin. Nobody cares for gremlins. Okay, I need to solve the defense issue, which I neglected last time, to my peril. Quickly waking up when there was a Cyclops attacking was very unpleasant. Refuse. Everything. So let's do a siege workshop out of siltstone blocks and do bolt thrower parts. We have bins, we have chains, we have mechanisms. Please resume the construction of the ashery, thank you very much. We can also build 2 carpenters here and then do a very large wood stockpile and erase that one, and erase that one, and erase that one, and then do reformers workshops just for the sake of having them. Let's free the animals from the cages so they don't die like last time, which is very rude. Are they already engraving, since we're doing the cavern anyway? But it's not all. Okay, there might be potential in this cavern. Let's not start with the gemstones because they are marginally valuable. Okay. It's a very unfortunate layout for scouting the magma sea. Let's do a little trick here. So we don't need to mine everything. Once this is constructed, we can dig the corner on the floor above and then close it off again immediately. But this should give us a nice overview over the magma sea. There was no notification about any peculiar stones, which is very worrying again. At least there is more area in total where stuff could be. This is our dwarven liaison. We will now move bins instead of singular. That Grundle is dead for good. Do we have any Grundle tallow or something that can cook these seeds? Let's mark the rest for brewing only. We want to have so much. Such a variety of alcohol. Don't have any tallow. We need the broker. Broker is not present yet. There he is. Straight. Don't need shale. Take your wood, ropes. We take all the instruments. We take your toys. Somehow scrolling is not working. It's a bit unpleasant. We don't need any bags. I will take all your bins. I will take all your food again, which this time is not that much, but we don't need as much. You have cheese. Do you have any books? Don't have any books. It's bad. Please return with some books. We would like to be able to order books, but I can't. Let's put the entire bin in here, and let's increase this stuff until he's happy. Is not enough. Oh. Okay. Trade. He's happy. Nice. We're happy too. Yeah. Would be time to have some magnetite storage here. Metal ores, magnetite. We give it wheelbarrows. Yes! I would like to actually promote my manager. Where is she? Was this last run? Okay, let's take the expedition leader, so I don't take like 10 years to sort here. Yeah, I understand, thank you. Okay. Let's actually kill some animals to get some tallow. Let's also narrow the walking area so people are more inclined to walk through. Cool. We don't have any more artifacts. Man, this family heirloom stuff is really annoying. Don't know where they put the water, but it was not where they are. Ah, that's why. There are still walls missing here. No wonder the water is not staying where it should be. Let's build another. And another. Okay. Now we need some more beds. Do we have any bolt throwers or defense at our entrance? Do we have any army? Would we be defended if someone attacks right now? With our over 300,000 in value. We have no active war, but this doesn't mean that any beasts won't be inclined to visit our nice little abode. Merchants will be leaving soon. They can, because I have everything they need. Three, two. This looks good. Let's suspend some constructions. Now let's construct some bolt throwers. Yes, pointing upwards. Closest material, as we don't care. Let's do 4. And then do ammo. We want bolts, all metal types, everything except masterwork and artifacts. And we will also take from here. What is that? An iron mini forge. It's not what I ordered. Did I? No. Okay, with that our entrance is defended. Stoneworkers workshop. Looks good. As soon as that's constructed, we could even survive a siege. It's very nice. Guys, you're very busy again. Thank you for your work. Are you stuck? Fish? No. These don't. We have soap. Happiness is nice. How much leather do we have? We have a lot of leather bins, so let's start. We want leather loincloths, which we don't have. Then we have leggings, we have brace, leather dress. Do we have vests? No, we have tunics. No, we have shirts. No. Dress code. Cap, buckler, brace, bracelet, armor, leggings, quiver, a robe. Weird. Okay, leather shoes, leather gloves, leather hoods, leather coats. Don't know how to do shirts. Then we need cloth socks. We need yarn socks. If socks less than 10. If socks less than 10, 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 less than 10. We make cloaks, no coats. I don't know. We have hoods, we have gloves, socks, shoes, brace, dresses. Should be fine. Okay, everything's running here. The room's very nice. We need iron X plates. We need 200 of them. Let's also do rock mechanisms. I really don't care what type. We made this 2 rooms. We now have 100 rooms, which should be enough for now. But the great question is, do we actually have a candy vein here? Or is the run over again? We did not hit a candy vein here. The cavern layer is also not that nice. Did not find anything. Needs to be. Down here. Can't be here. Can't really be there. Man, what's happening here? It's the second time in a row. Never had this occur. can only be in the center. Oh, I need to split like 15 minutes ago or so. Let's close this off again. There's no candy vein. This run is probably over again. We haven't hit the deepest magma layer yet, so let's try to find the cavern. It's very unlikely to be here. Did we have any migrants? Not really. Okay. Let's load these bolt throwers, and then we are nicely defended. We don't have any wood, so let's just do this. Piss off the elves. Who are you to tell me what to fell? Man, that's so unfortunate. Don't immediately hit it here. Where should it be? I need to embark in a 3x3 area. It's ridiculous. 2 times in a row. No candy brain. Okay. This is a bracelet. If I'm fast enough and put it on a pedestal, can't they claim it? Because the other ones I can't even see. Didn't get a message that they were stolen. Maybe it's just fast enough. But this cedar wood looks kinda weird. Oh, what's this? Man. Crazy. Who's fighting? Friendly. With a dwarven child. Yes! We have choirs. Choirs, quivers, and querns. And do we have books? No. We have book binding. Okay. So we need to bind book. Okay. And we basically always want to bind books. Written on choirs is greater than 0. Then we bind one book. Yes! Although we can't reach Mountainhome again because of this really bad luck with the map layout. Yes. It's possible that we still can reach oh god, I'm getting tired. Ugh. That we still can reach Metropolis faster. So many visitors. Why do we get disproportionately more visitors? Is it because of the generated wealth? Because the large 2 magnetite veins with platinum inside were extremely fortunate. Ooh, there's a vault. Don't think we have enough vaults to. We need candy anyway, so it's not possible. Oh well. I've never seen a 2x2 map without a candy vein, and today I managed to find 2. So today I learned that we really need to embark in an 3x3 area. I also wanted to, but just forgot. Was there a vault here? Where was it? There. This cavern layout is so weird. So this is the lowest cavern without any moss. Interesting. Also would be a good setup for candy mining anyway, because of the weird cavern layout. We found no other cave. So let's poke here. And then further up top. And then further up top. Up. Further up. Let's see if we can find a cavern. So let's set the labor settings. Smoothing to everybody does this. Can the trees save the world? Which civilization might have written that book? Potentially the elves? Der donkey. Is it just one cavern? The cavern is a lie, apparently. He looks cool with his beard and his crown. Is there anything I could have done differently? Embark in a larger area. Visitors are very nice. A lot of people. Migrant waves were abysmal until this large wave of 27 people. Close working is going nice. And overall happiness is less than in previous thoughts. Maybe the mist generator took too long? I also forgot to set up the farmers guild. Let's do a sneaky trick here. Let's assign a farmers guild. Use a single artifact which we will carve out of the general meeting hall. Ah, and now it's a... Okay, it was not too late. How much is this thing worth? 11,000! Rock salt bracelet. Yeah, I think it's time to close the cavern for good. We have engraved everything. There's no second cavern here. How, I've never seen this. Ah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. We've deconstructed this only. Yes, you can all stay here. Really need to bundle these petitions. Soap, we have books, we have clothes. Useful dark fortress. Unabridged tree. Tin glaze bound book codex. The journey came full circle. Factual farm. The birth of whims. Exploring the religion. Let's assign a few scholars. Grand Master Geographer. is it? Snow Cavalier. So ridiculous. It's not possible. If I save myself each autumn because I need to, then I can turn off autosaving entirely next time. 3x3 area. And remember setting up all taverns and temples until the first caravan leaves. The cave troll. Yes. I would be glad if you stayed. Der Baron ist der Mayor. Wer hätt's gedacht? Diplomacy? I've also not set up any army. We won't need it because of the missing candy. We mainly need our task force for the clowns, which we won't encounter here. This is 4, which won't be done because they are still engraving stand. Yes, you can stay. But we are on very good pace for Metropolis world record, to be honest. Already 80 people and 1 hour to go. A lot of visitors. Yeah, 10 is enough. Metalsmith's Forge. Stone, metal, gems. Okay, since we cut all gems probably, we need to mine a gem vein for this dude. Let's do this one. That's enough. Do this one too. And then he should not. Rough color. Migrants, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 dwarfs. Oh. We are at 3 hours. We potentially need one more migrant wave. What do you want? Stone, rock, bars, metal. Don't we have any metal bars? Is there a dearth of metal bars? Wow, finally. A ranger's guild. New guild hall. A ranger's guild. Are these plump helmet mans? Okay. Has been certified. Man. Crazy. Okay. I really managed to miss the cave multiple times while poking. Sphalerite, we don't need that. There is no gold here. What is the second? This can't be. Can't be the highest cave, because there's cave moss. We still need one cave layer. No, but anyway. Temple entries. iron short sword. Let's claim it instantly. Short sword. A temple and a priest. We can do a temple down here. No problem. No problem. That's enough. New temple. So I hit all the non-relevant brother. The sect of dust. These are so many. Okay, then. Sect of dust. It's ready to be recognized. Hazy. The merchants? Oh, the elves. Ah, let's not trade with the elves. It's enough to increase the skill. No broker needed. Who cares about the elves? 30 dwarves missing. Maybe I should bring a cat with me, because all these creepy crawlers are not very nice. But on the other hand, I have so much food and drink that spoilage is not a problem. Yeah, this cavern sucks. Let's close it off. We don't need anything here. Man, the music's awesome. I wonder how many hours of music they put together with different indie bands. It's ridiculous. Yeah. In the job. There's still a cavern missing. Haut doch ab. Tree kisser. seem to grow wood a lot. How about we grow a pair of nuts? Haha! I'll take those bayberries though. The new dye and coloring system in Dwarf is also very, very nice. You can make some very pretty colors. It's so cute when your dwarves are running around with nice little colored uniforms that you made out of stuff you found locally and mix the dyes to get the colors you want. As you can see, they are all running around with little hoodies and leather caps, which is all from our close production here. And since we did the work orders once, we always have different types of leather clothes on hand now, in case any migrants arrive with tattered clothes or so, they can instantly switch to nice clothing. Around here, the mid of year 2, maybe start of year 3, clothes will start to get tattered, so your dwarves will get gradually more and more unhappy. So you really need to stay on top of that in order to keep them happy. Okay, let's see. We need another layer of housing. Almost doesn't matter, because we are very near the end of this run. I won't pursue Mountainhome because I can't for the second time in a row, but this really looks like a world record. Let's see what happens. Really doesn't mean that we get any more migrants. Might be bugged, it might be glitched. Felt a lot slower, but somehow we were faster here. This one huge migrant wave did so much work. And the funny thing was, it was super late and seemed to be glitched, and then I went out of the game, joined back in. Like this is an IT support call. Have you tried leaving and joining again? Let's make 60 beds. Let's make 60 rock coffers. Don't have any magnetite left, I think. It's completely blank. The last thing went out for the magnetite furniture. We could have still scouted for some more magnetite, but we've not found the first cave layer, but we found two gigantic magnetite veins with some nice platinum inside. Was there more that I just missed? It's tetrahedrite. Do some more scout mining here. If we get a migrant rave in the next 20 minutes, then it's a world record, which seems to be inside the realm of possibility. Even with a bad migrant rave, there should be some more visitors. Petition to join. Or humble project. Just in case, let's quit and join again. Oh, I'm getting tired. Let's do some maintenance just to train it. Need something near the entrance. With some traps. Okay. I still don't know if oats need to be milled. I thought they can be brewed. Apparently not. Brickleberries. Let's not do any kitchen assignments. Let's just leave the game running. Don't need to waste any time. You can see there's a lot of downtime, so we solved all the major topics here. In this time, usually I would prepare the candy mine and the magma pump to extinguish the magma layer and carve through the candy vein. And usually we need fully armored troops of combat miners for that. We use combat miners, so pickaxes, because they are very good at getting through armor. And when we deal with the clowns, we have to deal with some exotic armor that is very hard to deal with. And since pickaxes have such a small contact point, they will pierce through armor. But other than stabbing, they have more impact weight than a spear, for example. And pickaxes are very special because using a pickaxe in combat trains the mining skill. This means a legendary miner also knows extremely well how to hit with his pickaxe, or her. And if you establish a miner's guild early on, you have the potential of dwarves teaching each other. I screwed it up this time again, but usually I would have a large cast of nice miners right now, but we don't have them. But they can basically passively, through just hanging around in the Miners Guild area, idle dwarves will watch mining demonstrations, and with that not only are available as potential miners, because we will potentially lose a lot of miners in the candy vein. That's why we want to reach the Metropolis achievement first, and then go candy diving. And with just the starting cast of miners, you run the risk of losing your 3 to 4 legendary miners in a lava pocket and then the run being over, which would not be good. So you have a lot of backup crew accumulating. Also with engravers. Speaking of which, let's have a short look. Yeah, I screwed up the setup for the engraver skill too. That's why we don't have any more. Maybe I need to reserve a single miner that will teach others mining and engraving, and then we can have the teaching each other chain kickstarted. I screwed it up regularly. Come on, give me a migrant wave, be nice. There's a human caravan. I want to spend as little as time as possible with picking out stuff for them. Broker needs to be here. Yes, join me. Join my cause. These doors are so very important for sieges. Because... Yes, thanks for the compliments. I will take anything you have. Thank you very much. Yes. Let's trade. Broker's not here. Here's a little present. Go home. Thank you very much. Come on, migrant wave. Migrant wave. Could I have done anything else? I don't know how large the economic factors scale. Maybe it's worth in the second year to expose a few more gold veins and engrave them just to reach like insane values like 400,000, 500,000, 600,000 potentially, or find a few more platinum veins. I think maybe 2 more could have been found here. Because at the moment we're getting a lot of visitors. It's constantly making that noise, which is very nice. It's also the sound of someone dying, so it's always a bit exciting, nigging in the back of your head. Did someone die, or was it something positive? Okay, did not assign any beds here. Let's fix that. Can we just do it like this? Oh, nice. That saves a lot of time. So we should now have about 150 bedrooms, 48 each, 3 layers. It's 144, so that's more than we need. The thing I saw with Uncharter's run was that she approved like 10 people at once, and I thought this was like an entire band of bots petitioning to join at once, but probably she just, or they just bundled the petitions and then approved them at once. so move all those boulders out of the way. Still beds on the first layer. Wow. Not being built. It's also hard to spot, to be honest. Maybe there should be a suspension view where you can. Oh yeah, okay. Good luck on your journey. It was nice meeting you. As chill as this seems, preparing the candy brain would be very stressful. Because one block mined too far might end the fault, depending on your luck. So you need to be careful in your preparations, and then be quick once you reach the 140 people threshold. Ten minutes left for the world record. We really need a migrant wave. Any would do. Even the smallest migrant wave at this point would bring us over the threshold. A child withdraws from society. Wow. We are visited by Piss and Hoda. Best buddies, I guess. Migrants! Let's get ready. Accept the petition. Oh no! Is there anyone coming? No! I spoke too soon! Maybe it's relative value, maybe it's population in relation to your created value. I really don't know. Maybe we should work harder to maximize the value and do some sort of constant production. I somehow... okay, it's not actually that bad here. Maybe I should... We're worth a lot actually. We're not getting encrusted. We because we mine not enough gems. Maybe we need to do some more strip mining in the future. Yeah, so there won't be coming any more migrants. You now need 2 petitions in 7 minutes. It's gonna be very close. Six minutes left. One person, 5 minutes. It did not have to be that close. We had like 30 minutes. Next time I will just maximize value. We need to get the engraver's hall running. And the miner's hall. It was something was wrong in the setup. Maybe I took too long to move them to the central area. Maybe the miners were working too much. Maybe the central area was too spread out, so people didn't stand close enough. I think having the dining hall stretch over this area is not optimal. They really need to stand here so everyone that's idle can gain some skill. Once it's done, let's have a look if there are any miners or engravers gathering skills, and have a look if we can find what the reason could be. Come on. Come on. One petition. Come on, one petition, 3 minutes. Man, I'm so tired. Let's finish this. Petition. Yes! 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 Three hours, 33 minutes, 38 minutes and 6 seconds. This is a new world record for the Metropolis percent. Category. Man. Crazy. And there has been so much time. Oh, and also we are out of alcohol. Don't know why. Let's check. Yes, I approve everyone. Let's check. Only members can visit. I did not change that, but I changed it here. So at least we should have some miners. The miners are not doing anything right now, are they? Okay, we got some skill. So maybe we need them to let them idle in the quarters more. There's no engraving going on. No skill transfer. I really liked our library this time. We even wrote our own books. They're all not that valuable. So this is contrary to what the wiki says, but people reading will be very, very content. We could use some more chairs, so we need to expand the library. Also, I need to plan the dining hall a little bit bigger. Or maybe it's okay with the second area down here. We shouldn't have any meeting areas around the corner where they're not standing next to the waterfall. Potentially. What was stolen? Oh, this ring. Okay. The question is, do they get out of the entrance with all these weapon traps? Did you steal? No. I won't find them. Let's test one thing. Let's have a will this lead to water coming down? Barely. If we do this. And then we don't have any metal bars. Crazy. Smelt me some hematite. Do nothing else, please. Hematite. Because we don't have. I set the blocker to. If we don't have more than. If we don't have more than 80 hematite, 50 hematite, then we won't smelt anymore. So I need to remind myself to constantly mine something. So we have some iron. Okay, that's enough. No, I don't want a floor, I want floor bars. We could also do a grate. Let's cover up this shape. Does the water come down enough? It's really just one layer maybe. So maybe we need to build a second generator. How many more energy do we have? We could build 2 more generators and connect it to continue to impress. We have upgraded my home. We've also would have been on a good way to Mountainhome. I think 5 hours for Mountainhome is possible. Because now we need 1 more hour until the next year autumn. If I don't pause. And then it really depends on the RNG of when the king arrives or the queen. Because this can potentially take a long time. They can hit a migrant wave and arrive pretty quickly, but they can also take some time. But as soon as the king arrives or queen, we have everything ready. We have the rooms furnished with nice value. We have all the furniture they demand, plus the 7 clown metal items, plus the adamantine throne, candy throne. Alright. Let's end it here. This was very nice. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.